Hey, hi you guys. It says I'm live. I cannot see me though. Come on, go. Please go. Lost it. I think I'm just about there. Just about there. There I am. Hi you guys, how are you? Good to see you. It is Thursday, October 16th. Thank you for all your well wishes and your nice thoughts. I'm glad that I was able to go live this week. I wasn't sure for a little bit, but is it just me, or is this energy out there just really it's energetic, but it's I can't think of the word. It's squirrely, it's tense, it's kind of bubbly, it feels like something's gonna pop. And I know we say this all the time, but this is like a different type of like inevitability. Okay, so let me say hi to you guys. Hi, Teresa. Jay Willie is working tonight. She will catch the replay. She did watch the entire Jack interview. It was awesome. It was really good. He really clarified a lot of things about his role here in the U.S. I mean, and then before he went to the ICC and coming back and now going back there, what his role is, what his background is, how things operate over there. And it was like, and he discounted some of the things that and rumors and people saying this or saying that. And it really laid a clear foundation, a clear understanding on his role, his background. But then I thought it was interesting because, you guys know Andrew Weiss, is it Weissman? He's a professor at Harvard, and he fills in sometimes with MSNBC. He's the legal analyst. He's a brilliant man. But he was interviewing him, and I kept feeling like they both knew something, and this interview was planned for a while, and the timing of it, chef's kiss. We'll talk about that. So, yes, I'll keep saying hello to you. Hello, Amy. Antoinette's granddaughter. Hi, Caroline. Glad you're here. Just Joy. Also watched him. Hello, forest friends from Marie. Yes. And Cynthia. Aloha. And fellow forest dwellers. Just Joy. Marie, Free Spirit. Mary. Hello from New York City. Hi. Teresa. Apple. I'm afraid not. Yes, hello. So this energy definitely feels jittery. It feels like a live wire. That's what I was trying to say earlier. And so we need to come up to speed, because I was going back to this through all this eclipse energy, because you guys, we are still in the lunation of the full moon and new moon solar eclipse. And that was in Virgo. The moon is in Virgo right now. We're in a balsamic moon. And so it's like not a whole lot can go forward. You can't really generate a lot of new stuff under these conditions. There's just no oomph to it, because the moon is completing a cycle. And then we have our new moon Libra, I believe, on the 21st. And that is what, whoops. Hey, you guys, it's time to go live. I'm late. But the new moon Libra, I mean, here we are, we're going to be a month solidly in fall. And it's like we finally get to release these solar energies when the sun is 28 degrees Libra. I mean, it's just like it's well over a month that we've been waiting to kick into these fall energies. We've been languishing for a long time with the summer energies, and because Virgo's the last sign of the summer, and we're still in this lunation, it's like we're doing so much, and nobody can switch out and do something new. We are stuck. And Pisceans, you guys are probably really feeling that. Okay. Hi. Moonchild, Charlie C, JC, Emmy. Says her moon's in Virgo, and is that why I can't accomplish anything either? Yeah, you know, mine is also in Virgo, and it's like I'm like, I don't want to do housework anymore. I don't want to clean up stuff anymore. I got stuff to do. Why can't I just move out of this, you know? Oh, look at all these Virgo moons. Okay, so let's catch up here, because you know what, I'm going to build the timeline for you guys, because it's October 16th. We're in this balsamic moon in Virgo, and I'm telling you, it's already triggering stuff off, because what happened in Virgo, why Virgo season was so especially powerful this year, demanding a lot of work, is because we started off Virgo season with 2 blue moons. On August 23rd, we had a new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees. And I remember doing that live with you guys, because I was like, and it'll be helpful if you guys want to go back and watch the live related to that new moon. That one, I was saying, this is the platter. This is what's being served up for this whole eclipse cycle that we are entering. And I cannot remember specifically what I said, but it was like, here you go. This is where we are. This is what we're working on. Things are going to be revealed, and things are going to come to an end. There were a lot of endings associated with this, and there was not a lot of movement in being able to do something new, because the South Node, when you're releasing stuff, is in Virgo. So here we are, caught up with the work we have to do and stuff we got to get rid of, okay? That's back in August 23rd. Then on September 7th, we had a full moon eclipse at 15 Virgo Pisces. And oh my gosh, you guys, this one falls, I gotta shut my door. So this eclipse was actually falling exactly at the midpoint of what's being served up on a platter to the solar eclipse that's releasing a solar figure, okay? And then, you know, this decant said death of a prominent leader or liked leader or a great leader. Anyway, he was really great to the other side, okay? And then on the 21st, we had the new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees Virgo. So these are the bookends for Virgo and what she's working on, and all the stuff in the middle is getting churned. And then we had the first day of fall. And then, let's see, on the 29th, now we have the Libra Capricorn first quarter moon. And this is the lunation that is always very, very difficult for Don Julio. On the 7th, we had a full moon in Aries at 14 Aries. On 10/13, the third quarter Libra Cancer moon. And then we have our new moon on the 21st. So it's like, here we are. We've been stuck in this Virgo energy for so long. And in the U.S. chart, Virgo rules the 9th house, lands far away, and the law. And looky, all this stuff that's happening between then and now. And I love that at the full moon Aries, the reveal, because that's what full moons do. They reveal things, which happened to be Putz's birthday. And I kept watching for news because people like to do favors for him on the 7th, you know, for his birthday. And the only thing that I saw that is like, oh my gosh, is that in the Russia, the gas and petroleum, those factories, they look like there's like big tanks and there's big steel structures. They set off giant like gas clouds to celebrate his birthday. And I kid you not, the way at night, the way these gas clouds and fire clouds were billowing in the skies, it totally reminded me of the Wizard of Oz. And I just was like, wow, what a symbol that he's the man behind the curtain, so to speak. Well, on the next day, there's my throat. On the next day, we have this interview with Jack. We did not find out about it until this week, about a week later. And around here is when the admin is like really, really starting to freak out. Oh my gosh, I just wish my husband would walk into the house instead of sitting in the car in the driveway because the dogs are going crazy downstairs. So anyway, this is where we are. Okay, so I got that. Do you guys get it? Hi, Val. Hi, Gunny B. Oh, San Diego is absolutely beautiful. Okay. Oh, you guys. And so, this eclipse, because I think it was the position of, yes, it was. The position here of Saturn being in Pisces and Neptune was still in Aries, like at 0 Aries. Now this is at like 28 Pisces. This links in to our March 29th new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And this is the one that I always say is kind of what set Don Julio up and put him in the crosshairs of everything. But the other thing that I saw later on, and maybe you guys remember me mentioning this, is that this eclipse, like exactly tag teamed to the eclipses in 2008 and 2009, specifically the one in the fall, specifically the one where we had our recession, and specifically the one where Lehman Brothers went bankrupt. Like all those big giant banks fell. So it tag teamed that. So we're now in this space of all this banking information. People who have bank accounts, people, billionaires, companies who like to consult with tax experts like in New York. Or maybe that person can do some consultation with other leaders abroad. That's when Epsi really got his start, you guys, in the financial, at the peak. I just want to say the apex predator, so to speak. That he reached the apex of being the guy, the go-to guy to do business in the U.S., to hide money, blah, 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 blah. That all happened then. The eclipse from last spring gobbled it up, and this whole time, this is why they can't make the Epsi thing go away. They can't make the money thing go away. It is so deeply embedded, not only with Don Julio in the cabinet, but with everyone who did business with Epsi. And that's not just in the U.S., that is around the globe. Are you getting how huge this is? Oh, hi, Joni. Thank you so much. I'm afraid. Oh, come on. You guys have been sending Pooty lovely fireworks every day this month. Yes, they absolutely have. Thank you for stopping by, Joni. Hi, Leela. You love my reads. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So that's why the Epsi thing is not going away. No matter what he tries to do, even when it comes down to shutting down our government and blaming the Dems and trying to link it to who knows what, it's not going away. And this is the thing that they are all so very terrified about. Let me grab some cards. Grab some cards here, because this is the big, it's kind of like the big focal point here. We're going to look at the role of, I'm going to keep this out. We're going to look at the role of the Epsi. They're the files, but it's also the money. And this is going back to like 2000. Oh my God, you guys. So 2009, during Don Julio's first term, when I started researching people like Paul Manafort, who's Julian, and others, it was like when the whole info op got underway. This is when the GOP totally changed their behavior towards government, and they were so obstructionist. It was like everything came back to, I think it's March 2009. So now that brings in the Rush and the GOP and where we are right now. So I'm going, oh boy, looks like I'm, okay, so with the EPS files, we'll do a card here. We're going to do a card here. DT is at the heart of this matter, and their fear and what they're fighting. And of course, who represents their conflict here is the one who keeps perking up, and that's Jack. So I'm just going to put Jack right here. So I like to use my astrology card so I can get some context of what's going on, and then I use the tarot card to give me the finer details. How are you guys doing? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Electra. Okay, so what's this about Epsi? The files and the money and the everything. This feels like it weighs like a brick. At the same time, the GOP is going rogue, and they have these new ties with what's going on abroad. The GOP has fears not right now related to that and the Russia and Don Julio, related to the Epsi. At the heart of this, we have Jack. And here is Donald. Oh my gosh, now that makes so much sense. This is my moon card. My moon card, you see all these moons. We've got a full moon. We've got quarter moons. We have these people who are as old as time and mythologies, ancient, carved in stone. This is about projects that have been underway for a very, very long time. I just got carved in stone. If you're thinking about the red flag country and their long range plans, that falls in here too. Because this is kind of where all the back channels of Don Julio lead when it comes to transnational organized crime, and all the back channels from other country that ultimately benefit the red flag country. I mean, there's more stuff that came up this week related to that. But this is what this is about, this long-term global, because the moon is a thing that goes around the earth and keeps the earth steady through all the seasons and our night and our day. It's the transnational global operation. And there is abundance of crap, abundance of stuff in their relationships, and documentation. Documentation, agreements, everything. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's, if you're just thinking about this month and what Virgo served up. No, we're going back to 08, 09, the recession, and when Epsi gets start with being the apex financial cheater person. Can you believe this? These are the Epsi files. Provoke. Okay, so this says provocation. This makes so much sense to me. But it's also like a data point. Whenever I see this card with the other one that's a circle, the part of fortune, it's like those two things are like puzzle pieces. They go together, and this is where they work together and they interface. So Epsi is long-standing data information, and it's like he's the base for all this. Back then, 0809, we get the recession. We also have the the GOP buying into the new propaganda and the obstruction stuff. The fourth house roots. This is what's undercover. This is what they've been managing to hide with their influence ops, because these are your defenses. These are the secrets that nobody can see because they're underground. Okay? This is now their tribe. This is who they are. This is who we do business with. And here's where Don Julio fits in it all, the second house owning. So he owns everything from the party to him to people abroad. He has banked on it. And he learned from Epsi how to be a master of compromising people, places, things, governments, businesses, the entire globe. He has compromat on. And the thing is, he's at the center of so much of this. Can you believe this? Hi, Cap. Zane. Good Lord. Overdue for to get theirs. Hi, Delphian. Okay, so now here we are. The GOP Republican. This is their biggest fear with what's coming to surface. Oh, Saturn return. The law is coming back, but it's also all the favors that they have had that have been established with foreign governments helping them. I'll help you, you help me. That's what they're afraid of. Don Julio's biggest fear, oh my gosh, if this could shatter, he wants this to go away. Chiron healing. This for me, because of the sign symbol for Chiron, I always see this as data. And it's all the data and all the pain that he's inflicted on women. Look at, I see slavery here. Look at that. What's with this axe? Bludgeoning things, the pain, the wake that in the wake he has left so much pain, and the fear is people are going to find out about that. And here we have Jack. Grand Trine blessings. This is where everything flows. He is complete with all of his work, and he has those data points on how all of these things work together. They cannot escape this. I want some tarot cards. Where's the deck that I want? Am I doing I'll do the little deck. I'll do this little deck. The Hierophant, the government, the institutions, the religion, I saw a thing about Opus DEI. They're tanking with the Vatican. But also the group that published that, And Italy tends to publish sensational headlines, maybe a heads up for the far right. Like, this is how they communicate out in the open. Okay, so I want to see. Let's do Donald. I just heard something scream, brain melting. Show me Jack. Okay, I know brain melt, but show me him. Challenge. Jack has got all this. He has no challenges. They've been at work at this for a long time. This is how it all works and how it all folds. All the minions they have got this down to a science on how to manipulate things. I'm just going to leave this one here. Now, Don Julio has everything. He is chock full of the rusher. He has just, like, grabby, taken so much stuff everywhere. And he's been impregnated by greed and wealth. The challenge right now is the news coming from overseas and abroad. There's been so much activity abroad, you guys. I can't wait to show this other part to you. Here's Jack. Oh, sheesh. Things have come to an end. It is time for change. We don't do these things like this. We're done with you trampling on the people. This is why he spoke up. We're done with you trampling everybody. Oh, the Seven of Cups. I've got a plan. I've got a secret. He absolutely does. What is this? What is this? The Four of Pentacles. He is sitting on a gold mine of information that nobody can push him off. Nobody can move this because it's global. And he is the one, like he said in his interview, who like coordinates things and collects evidence and makes the plan on how you work with witnesses and how you work with information from multiple from multiple sources. And he was talking about how what we do, like in New York with our districts there, the same protocol, the same spread up. He's set up. He's like that's exactly how they do it over there. You know, it's no what is it? No favor, no fortune. Like guides that. No fear, no favor. You don't give favor to anyone and don't have fear with where you're going. Donald, what's going on in your relationship with Epsi since 0809? Oh my gosh, look at this. Yep, 0809. We got this, got this. Okay, I'm just going to do one more. Okay, I'll do two more. Here's the GOP going rogue. And now this is their fear of the things they've done with other governments. And this is Don Julio's fear because of all the harm and crimes he has done. Now remember, this goes on my bottom. Oh. The original sin of money. Children recruiting people. So this is him. How does he relate to Epsi back then? We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh. Threatening, gathering intelligence, gathering people to do the work for them. An expert that they needed. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We have moneyed news. How do we deal with that? Temperance. How are we going to launder all this money and information that we've got from abroad and here? And wow, all the Eight of Cups, all the things that he set up, all the things that were like set up abroad for the taking and acted, how they're hiding things that they're sharing for people. You know, like shell companies and stuff. And it's like, you know, leaving a bribe, leaving a bag of money for someone. Now, the GOP goes rogue. They've been trying to keep this hidden. So there's justice. I just got Leo. the SCOTUS directing SCOTUS to make decision and deals because of this stuff that challenges the United States of America and judges and her rules. Oh my gosh. And it's like how to get our laws to bend to their will. But remember, this is hidden. Nobody can see this. That's when they went rogue. But right now, things are coming back in how they worked with other government. Oh, they're being judged. They're terrified of all the judgments that are finally coming down on them. It's inescapable. It's unavoidable. Down here, Don Julio, and all the pain that he... Oh, boy. So Jack has multiple nations on the ball sharing information. And this is not going anywhere. Oh, my gosh. Queen the Empress, backfire, right? Barbara, I hope justice comes for all the... Yeah. It's massive. It is a massive thing to tease out and sort through. I need to show you some other things because so much... I was shocked at how many things were coming back to Jack. And their reactions and what things that are happening. Like, indicting John today. Bolton. It's because... him? Okay, so they indicted John. I think that's the cover-up for the other indictment that came out of New York that had a 2016 superseding indictment about Smartmatic voting and bribes to the Philippines. I'm like, really? The DOJ let this come out? Well, Smartmatic also has a $2 billion case against Fox for defamation. And I was feeling like they were trying to do the Bolton thing to hide this thing that's coming out at the same time. They always do this. Purple Sky, do you think it was symbolic that Mitch fell down when they were asking about ICE? Oh my gosh, did he look terrible or what? Okay, we're going to stay on this track here because there's just so much that I want to show. Okay, last time I was at live with you guys, I was talking about the good news that we were emerging from the worst. But like I was saying, we've kind of been in this standstill since the end of August. Oh boy. Okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to do this one? So when I said the other day, I've got to go live, I'm freaking out about what I'm seeing. I was doing the teroscopes at this quarter moon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start with Jack because they've been so wonky, fearful, crazy about him for like no reason, like out of the blue. It's just like stuff comes up and they're like, wah, scared. And then I had this huge sense of dread coming over me. I think it was yesterday. And I'm like, okay, is this me? Is it someone else's energy? What is this? And it went back to like people affiliated with the White House. Oh, there are definitely moles there. Definitely moles involved. So I do the reading on Jack. I do the interview he had on the 8th. And then I was like, I know Weissman knows something's up. But as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these 10s just came up right in a row. And in this area that has to do with communications, the details, agreements, digital evidence, blah, blah, blah. So this 10th house, that's in the skies for everyone to know. And this is kind of like the freak out. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is in the 3rd house. I go down here to this 3rd house, why the GOP won't swear in the Arizona rep. We've got Donald here with this 10th house matters. And also why the GOP won't swear in the rep is because their partner is saying, don't do it. And it reminded me of exactly this same column. This was at the quarter moon Libra, Donald's quarter moon Capricorn, Donald's bad luck lunation. And in that same place, now, the third house owns this stuff. It's like I can trace back to these trends going back into August about what's coming. So this thing was huge. This has to do with like the parallel track of government that's going on, because there's something operating in tandem. The shutdown and then election information. You know, like Rockland, the Rockland case and all those other cases like it. And then getting these same cards, the 10th house, it felt like DC was surging then, and a huge sense of urgency. And again, Donald is so triggered. So this is playing out in the open. This is absolutely playing out in the open. When I looked at this some more, I was looking at what did Jack release exactly? And then what is his plan and what he has released doing all this? And then I did one, what is the quid pro quo? The quid, and oh my gosh, did that just show up everywhere. He's got evidence of that. Then I was looking at how our international allies are helping. And that's just all that crazy activity we're feeling. The results of 2024. Where does Don Holio fit in all this? Why they won't swear her in. And then I looked at EPSI files, USA, EPSI files around the globe. You guys, I keep saying this. I have to grab them. I've always said the two astrology cards that keep coming up, that's the end of Donald. What takes him out? What is the ultimate thing? And it's this combination of the 9th house and the Sagittarius card. The 9th house being lands far away, extremists, the law, higher thought, universities. Where is this 9? This is interesting. Oh boy, that's interesting too. Where's the 9th house? Really, are you going to be on the bottom? You're going to be there we go. So these are the two cards. I'm telling you, since he was inaugurated, this combination always shows up with him getting out. He's booted. So Sagittarius lands far away, in higher institutions, other governments. 9th house faith, kind of same thing, but we also have the laws and we have, contacts going on over there. Well, this showed up exactly, this sensitive place, with the EPSI files around the globe. And this showed up somewhere else. So anyway, and I will tell you that ICE crisscrossing everywhere. What Bondi's doing with those the FBI, DOJ, and then how is China benefiting? They're benefiting again here. That's their signifier, the first house. Guess who had that? Jack's plan about Don Holio. Okay, so there is that. And then this is one last thing I want to get to, because this is just so much information. I just want to show you how this got rooted, how long this has been worked at. Because we've been in this long period of activity and going on and focus since the end of August. And it's going to break finally. We'll get relief come this new moon in Libra. Will really work to shift things. So these are my questions. I'm like, how does white supremacy fit into this? I'm like, I don't know. But I was like, there's the Pluto card, the destruction card. I'm like, yeah, we know they want to destroy things and they're uprising against their enemies. Yeah. And then finally, the piece of information I've been looking for is Smartmatic being charged. And I'm like, why now? Well, I didn't get to do Bolton, but I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm like, wait, Pluto here, destruction, uprising, life and death. So this is designed, I think this is designed to destroy smart, whatever, because something's on the horizon. So this lunation, I only had this Pluto showing up with the Nazi Smartmatic, and the Republicans freaked out. When I was at the quarter moon, I got it with the election, bad luck, DC surging, blah, blah, blah. And then the full moon Aries is the big reveal. Look at all these Pluto showing up. I thought the 4th house was the most interesting one, like your defenses. That came up with, do you guys remember when I did that full moon chart over Ramstein, our Air Force base that I had designated as working with, NATO and our allies? They had Pluto here. The ICC, this is from the full moon, had it here. Donald had a Pluto here, destruction, and this is the parallel track of government. Something really intense and across the board had been released. It goes to the meeting in that military meeting. It goes down to the shutdown and what Putz was demanding from Don Julio, what Jack released, and then trying to stop the intensity, life or death, to stop the EPSI files. And while those guys are freaking out, increased European activity. Oh, USA solar return had Pluto here in this 9th house. So, oh boy, something is coming down over there. And then the hidden enemy is how they're trying to destroy blue cities with bringing in the National Guard. So I was just really happy to see this is all coming together. And right now, we're all feeling like, this is crazy. We have the big march this weekend, but everything seems like it's just been so accelerated. Well, it's like we're catching up in real life with what has been planted, so to speak. Does that make sense? How are you guys doing? Queen the Empress, you'll feel the release instantly, the calming of the nerve and of that, and just use it like 3 times. Oh, using something 3 times a day. Poor Pluto, it was important, but no more. You know what? I think Pluto had to break free and do its own thing, because not only is its orbit around our solar system just kind of off a little bit, it's also on the ecliptic, it's also tilted a little bit. So it dips a little bit in the northern hemisphere, a little bit in the southern hemisphere. It is so far away, and just within that dip, it pulls in so many other regions of the universe, our solar system, and it's kind of like wizardry. If you think life and death and transformation, it is pulling in so much stuff energetically on this massive scale. And I think that's why Pluto is just so powerful. Oh, thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Purple. Oh, good. Okay, so, okay. So is there anything else I need to know with the news? Because I really have tuned it out, and hockey season has started, and that is my sanctuary where I go to escape and beat my kids at fantasy hockey. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm playing my son this week. He and I have been neck and neck within a half point. My daughter was leading the night before, and she had no idea. It's so funny. But, yes, God designed us to heal ourselves. Absolutely. Delphian, who the F wears white boots unless you're a commercial fisherman? Let me guess who you're talking about. Oh, that's just one. Okay. You know, let's take our 3-minute break right now, because was there anything else I was supposed to show? I can't believe that got wrapped up. You know, okay, I know. This is what we will see, what's wrapping up. That's what we will do. But I just need to get my brain cleared out for a second. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, I know this is the final thing because you guys have a good break. Wait a second. I want to know this in a way that I understand it really well. Oh, oregano oil is like one of my favorites. It is amazing. Personally, I can tolerate a lot of oregano. I don't mind applying it to my skin directly. But you really should dilute it. Oregano has been a lifesaver. It's, it's good for bugs. It's good, I like using, I like diffusing it, like when I feel like there's kind of like musty, like moldy kind of smells coming out that I don't expect. Okay, so since I said this is what we're going to do, and then I'll get to your questions. Since I said we've been tied into this Virgo energy since August 23rd, we're going to finally get relief come the 21st. I mean, this is how much the Virgo energy has dominated everyone around the globe. And Virgo, it's the sign of public servants. It's the sign of day-to-day activity, the professionals you deal with. It has to do with your health. And I've talked at length about how Don Julio in his 6th house in his health has Pluto going through it. Life and death and his house of bad luck. So we know we were served. We started with everything kind of served on a platter. Here you go. I want to know what we've worked on and what's resolved that we've all felt. That was the platter. In the middle of all this, we have the eclipses working really hard for us. And we are going to enter officially the fall with Libra season and this new moon in Libra. The energies finally get activated. Oh, look at that. Remember, I was showing you the third house messages, the parallel track, the election, something else. This came up so prominently. So this is evidence. This is data. These are communications Third house matters. Publications. Ooh, and whatever's coming, it is coming out of the sky like a bolt of lightning. Unexpected. Oh, God. Okay. This is what's served up. We are working on this. The 12th house, the secrets. This would always come up for me. Oh, boy. This is the Rubio, Riyadh. What is the other R? Rubio, Riyadh, and... Oh my gosh, I can't remember the other R. Rubio, Riyadh, and... Well, wherever... I can't believe I can't remember that last R, but it was the 3 R's. Rubio, Riyadh, and... Oh, Russia. Duh. So this is the platter that was served up and all the secrets. And when Biden was in... Nope, that wasn't it. What was worked on with the Rubio, the Riyadh, and the Russia? The challenges that were addressed. Ooh, the 5 of Wands. We've got some middlemen here. The middlemen trying to get things done between a foreign nation and another nation. And the people who are at the heart of it, this is what was served up to work on. We got Rubio, 7 of Swords, what he's been freaking stealing from the government. Riyadh, the 9 of Swords. Is this cyber? Is this, what is this? Plans. Riyadh also I get for like the cutter. And that base in Idaho. All these backroom deals making to aid in cyber warfare and info ops. And the Russia military, their war, oh my gosh, how that was all funded. It's all mixed together. Their challenge, the Queen of Swords. So is this the challenge? I need my pendulum. The Queen of Swords is their challenge. So up and down is yes, side to side is no. So their challenge on the platter that was getting served up with, is it about being a nation state or courts? Their problem with these 3, is it because of their nation states? Does it have to do with them as a nation state? This Queen of Swords. No. So does it have to do with holding them accountable for their crimes and what they're doing right out in the open? Yes. So I imagine this part has gotten resolved. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of Jack. So this is around the eclipses. What was served up and processed? Mars. Is this Mars? Does this Mars have to do with Donald's attack on the USA and attack on democracy? Is that Mars have to do with what he is leading? Yep. Okay. So people are taking note. You know, there was that meeting that Kegstand had with the military. So what's being done about this? And the challenge with Don Julio. Eight of Swords. The terror. The terror, he's has gained power, consolidated power. Like, you want to see these swords as other people tightening the government, the noose around the people. That we're just scared. We can get out of this, but we are scared. And other people are scared in other nations. And okay. Fighting against the people, provoking them, and stealing. Oh my gosh. So this is a transnational affair, what he's doing to us, we the people. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the money exchange, the power exchange, the Four of Swords, the Devil. This is taking money. This is kind of bribes, favors under the nobody should see to release the devil upon us. And this is the challenge that's been worked on, the King of Swords with Donald. This is what he's done to our courts. Is there a way we're going to be able to counter? Is there a way that we're going to be able to counter all the damage the courts have done? Especially SCOTUS. Oops. Is there a way, because it's been dealt with, to counter all of this? Yes. Is that, okay, so is that why Jack Smith has been so active and now publicly? Is that why? Yes, so there's a way out. It involves Jack. This also has been served up. Oh my gosh, there's that Pluto card. Transformation. This is destroying our government, destroying democracy, destroy, transform the government in how Donald wants it. So he's done that. So what has been worked on this whole time because of that? What has been worked on this whole time? The universe is doing what with this? This is changing of America, changing democracy. There's the devil. The devil shows up again. So he's been beating us up. He wants to change the government. Yes, with his partner and money and his, his pals, the Six Wands mob, their transnational coup. That's what their plan is. At the heart of this, we have like Trump org, Don Julio, oligarchs, me. Gimme. This is Don Julio, his businessman. Destroying at the bottom of this. Ooh, I got my no card. Know what? This is the challenge of the no. The challenge of the no. The challenge of, this is my 5 cups. That's a middleman in the United States. All the stuff coming overseas, coming here, destroying things, trying to get the payment back. So destroying our government, but this is not on steady ground. It's a very shaky foundation because they've missed some things trying to do all this. 4 Pentacles, overturn. Jack Smith has all the evidence. This is overturn. What is this? Oh, Jack Smith letting it out there. They're trying to stop it. Past the machine. What's to come? 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups. The Ace of Wands. Oh boy! The past and all the people that have taken part of this whole thing are going to get whacked. They're going to get beaten. They're going to get beaten. And I'm thinking about the law. but they are getting whacked. How? By intelligence. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. That is action. That is action to come. I don't know when. I know we're going to get a breather. Okay, so how are you guys doing? Phew! Queen the Empress has a confirmation of something. I don't know what it was. Delphians progress. Pluto is smack on top of Dumbo's Mars, 26 Leo. Ooh, that sounds like energy to play with. So that's what I have. That's what I wanted to focus on. Yeah, I totally agree. Jack is a legend. Will the Supreme Court rule in Republicans' favor and take away the Voter Rights Act? Show me the Supreme Court. Voting rights. Supreme Court, they're supposed to be the law of the land. Will they overturn voting rights? I was thinking they would, but I've got this Neptune card. If it was upright, I would say absolutely. They're sacrificing the vote and the people, but it came up reversed, like not so fast. Okay. There's so much energy in the air about this. I was hoping I could avoid it, but is SCOTUS going to make a decision about voting rights during this session? Will a judgment come out, meaning before the end of the year? So judgment is, are they making that decision this year? Yes, I wanted to ask an easy question to see how I felt this. Will the Voting Rights Act be upheld in the end? Will the Voting Rights Act be upheld in the end? No way. That's a yes. I think it's going to be close. If it's a yes, it's just by one. And oh my gosh, did you see Matt? Not Matt. I can't believe I just was thinking Gates was, oh my God, what's our VP's name? Anyway, they're like, yeah, we're going to expand the court. And I was like, what the heck would they do that? But then I was realizing, because they likely believe the Democrats will be able to do that, and they want to put in their people first. So, whatever. Okay. Look at them. Confirmation. What's the confirmation, Queen, the Empress? Stephen is trying to get the SAVE Act passed, which means a problem for women. Delphi and all those mental gymnastics have turned SCOTUS into a bunch of... I cannot stand them. And they legalized tips. Vance, yeah, that's his name. Okay, so what else am I... I'm just going back here to see what's going on. You guys are having a very interesting Plutonic discussion. Platonic discussion. So, you guys, wherever Virgo and Pisces are in your chart, they've gotten a makeover, radical makeover. Things have changed. We're all feeling it. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, you guys. Thanks for coming out. Good to see you. I just want to make sure we were all on the same page. We had our feet planted firmly on the ground. Have fun this weekend if you're going out. Consider turning off your phone or leaving it at home. Consider wearing a mask. and consider the silliness. You know what I want? I don't know if they're called, but they're like those whistles that it's like a tube, and then there's like a piece of metal that comes out like this, and it's supposed to be a whistle that goes, ooh, I can't even describe it. But it's like a silly whistle, like the tone goes high and then it goes down, like it fell, like down a slide. I love the idea. I love that someone had bubbles out. And of course, I think a lot of people will be out in their Halloween costumes. I am thinking of making my sign to be been there, done that, no kings. This is what keeps singing to me. So I probably should cover this up so that the AI can't read this, but I'm probably already out. Okay, so thank you, Shelby. A slide whistle, thank you. That's what they're called. I don't even know where to get one. I'm afraid not. Be sure to turn the biometrics on your smartphone off if you're yeah, I have always, since the first day I ever had a phone, I've never switched it to... I've always made the requirement to enter the password. Thank you, Shelby. Queen the Empress confirmation. You're killing me with that. Thank you. Okay, you guys, have a great evening. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, yeah, cops can't ask for your passcode, but they can use your face or thumbprint to open your phone. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, we'll see you later.